Alright, guys, welcome. This is Echo League Season 2. This is Deus Ex Machina versus Spud's Revenge. I'm your caster, Moxie, and I am casting with the fabulous Michael J. Jackson. Not the real one, but the Dota one.
Bonsoir.
And I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this game. This is some good Division B, best division, obviously. Seeing some meta bands coming out here. Not going to see a Bristleback in this particular match. Doesn't look like we'll see a Lifestealer either. And interesting that the Necrophos gets banned out because the Necrophos is actually very good against both of those heroes.
Yeah, they take away the strong position for Necro.
Or in the case of your team, you know, it could be literally anywhere and chasing you behind tier 3s. Necro's gonna get you. When I said that, all I could think of is Gloria Estefan's The Rhythm is Gonna Get You, but with Necrophos.
Oh, this is
nice pickup.
this is solid.
Solid ice. And I just lost like all my viewers on my channel now, I bet, from doing that. Nope, big fan of Crystal Maiden. Really, really strong, despite the fact that she got a huge nerf to her movement speed.
It's weird they banned Bristle and then picked Maiden. Isn't like Bristle Maiden like a big thing?
It is. It can be really difficult though if you're picking it for like first phase because it gets countered really easily by like a position 4 Clockwork, a Coddle, a Razor, stuff like that. I actually learned that the hard way during one of my pubs where I drafted that first phase Crystal Maiden, Bristleback, and it made the game much more difficult. So maybe they know that Spud Squad runs the Bristleback and they didn't want to have to deal with it or play like heroes to counter it. Maybe that's why they removed it. But Crystal Maiden, really just a great hero right now because of the fact she has the Arcane Aura, and a lot of the roaming position 4s really could use that extra mana regen early.
Yeah, and Bristol's good against her too, so Ben, this makes sense there.
I do like the Disruptor pickup too. It's gonna discourage things that are like really, really mobile. Especially having that glimpse up and running. Nice solid silence, and of course a great level 1 harass when you're babysitting your core.
Yeah. It'd be hard for Sam to get ults off against Disruptor.
Oh, positioning's going to be key. And the nice thing too about Disruptor is that he doesn't have to see the hero necessarily to throw that silence down. So if she even has a Glimmer Capes trying to get off that ultimate, he's just going to be able to throw down his own ultimate right on top of her, cancel it out, and very easily get a kill on her.
Yeah, and she's so slow now too. So like, it's so easy for her to get caught by a glimpse if the team is backing out.
I want to see like an immortal item where she's just on a little like Segway or something, just trying to get faster to run away from this stuff because she is so incredibly slow now. It's actually really bad. Blink Dagger is so good on her. Picking up a Yule's because they also increase the mana cost for her ultimate as well is a great way to kind of pick up some extra int pool, extra mana regen, and of course a little more movement speed. But they open with Crystal Maiden Invoker, so they must have a very confident Invoker player. I'm excited.
Yeah, and it's a good contest because Spud Squad has an Invoker player too. I wonder how Invoker does against Disruptor in this division anyway.
I think it's all about positioning again. Because, you know, the only time that you're going to really hinder this Invoker is with that silence. So as long as he positions himself, waits maybe for the rest of the team if they get a good strong initiator to come in, or if he can just burst down that Disruptor immediately with like or Tornado Meatball combo, it's not going to be too much of an issue.
Cold Snap is really annoying if you're a Centaur.
No, I'm interested is if
try
Spud Squad
stomping.
plays something like a Brewmaster, because Brew's really good against Invoker.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Because he's able to just take him out of the fights completely. Also, the Drunken Haze, of course, is really good during laning. So if you have an Exort Invoker trying to get last hits, it's not going to matter if he's going Exort if he can't actually hit anything.
That's a good TA ban. Usually I think of Invoker counters as being like PA, PL, Sven, something that runs at you in the mid lane. Or that's what they used to draft back when Invoker was like super popular.
Yeah, he's kind of fallen off in favor a little bit now. But I mean, a good invoker is definitely a thing to behold.
It's
Elder Titan ban.
very
What?
fresh.
Are we gonna see an edgy carry here?
I wonder. Yeah, hopefully.
Are we gonna see
Hopefully
a
we
Mr.
see a
Morphling?
PL.
Are we gonna see an Ocean Man maybe too? Could be a PL. Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to say.
I mean, that Diffusal Carrier is very good against the Invoker again. As long as you're carrying Dusty for when he Ghost Walks.
You definitely want something that jumps on the Invoker. I might go like past 4 o'clock if I'm Spud Squad here. Something to jump on. It's good against the Maiden too.
Very good against both of those heroes. They definitely need something to go up front and personal on the side of Deus Ex, especially some sort of initiator would be great for the rest of the team to kind of just stand back, get their damage off, and do what they need to do during these fights.
Yeah, the Centaur is like really... It's a really good pick because the Bristle, Lifestealer, and Necro are all Centaur counters, and they were banned out.
Alright.
So now we got tower hitters.
So now Invoker needs to be very careful over in mid because I have a feeling that he's going to get ganked with the Disruptor and a Shadow Shaman on the team.
Yeah. Oh, there's always a chance that's a core shaman.
There is. I mean, that base damage is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of people on my team run it in pubs before.
Shaman's really good against Maiden too. This is a hard Crystal Maiden game, but it should be expected, and she's first pick.
You see the Darkseer
Wow.
pick up here. Alright. So that gives
I
them a
don't feel
little
like
bit of
they have
initiation. I mean,
Yeah.
no, they do, because you can have a Darkseer jump in with a wall vacuum combo, follow up with like a meatball, an ice wall, deafening blast. Like you've got a lot of AoE coming out from the side of Deus Ex, plus of
Oh,
course
that's
the
true.
Crystal Maiden
Yeah.
ultimate on top of all of that. The problem is going to be who initiates first, because Darkseer, he can jump in there, he can get the vacuum off and the wall, but if Centaur hasn't used his ultimate yet, they're just going to run out and it's not going to be a problem. Or if they bunch up too much, Disruptor is also going to have a little bit of an issue because, or rather they're going to have an issue because of Disruptor, because if they're all grouped up and Disruptor was being smart, staying on the back end, going to be able to throw his ultimate on top of all the heroes as they run into fight. But they're
Yeah,
going.
and then they just lose.
Death Prophet.
Wow. I feel like...
We'll push
Deus
with the
Ex.
Shaman and the Death Prophet.
Oh yeah, that's good synergy.
Good silence against
Yeah,
the Invoker again.
control. Yeah, silence is great against the Invoker.
This is actually, I'm actually a little scared for the Invoker because the rotation's coming out. If they get a smoke, Disruptor initiates using the Glimpse, followed up by the Shadow Shaman going into Shackles, Death Prophet Spirit Siphon during that, and a silence. That could be really bad for Invoker.
Okay, there's a good Darkseer hero. They didn't have a good Darkseer. What do you call it? They didn't have a good Ion Shell hero or a good Surge hero. Now they do.
And they also have a nice
Vacuum
everybody grouped
set-
together so
Orbo.
you can get Stormhammered and cleaved to death by Sven.
Yeah, I think initiating will be hard for the Darkseer though because he's gonna have a really tough time in lane. Disruptor, Shaman are really good in lane against Darkseer.
I think
I wonder how that Death Prophet Invoker matchup goes. Probably Death Prophet favored.
I mean, Spirit Siphon is just so strong.
Yeah.
She might have a little trouble with last hitting if he's going Exort, but I mean, I don't think that he'll be able to really kill her unless he gets a lot of burst damage off there.
Yeah. This Sven is really good, really scary pick. I don't know if Spud Squad has the non-physical damage to deal with it.
Well, I mean, they've got one pick left, and they did ban out the Elder Titan, so it makes me feel like they're going to go something hard agi.
Yeah, maybe Ursa.
No, Ursa's
Something.
banned.
Oh, Ursa's
I
banned.
wonder...
It's good bands.
I mean, the problem with... See, like, I'm wondering if they want to see something like a Spectre, possibly. I know I mentioned the Morphling early on, but they do have a lot of kind of, like, push potential to keep the game going with the Shadow Shaman and the Death Prophet early enough where they could potentially go for a Spectre.
I like it. They have supports that are good enough to deal with Darkseer, and you need a tanky core like Spectre who can If he gets initiated on by the Sven, he doesn't die instantly, and then you lose the game.
Yeah. All right, moment of truth, Spud Squad. I thought they changed the name to Spud's Revenge. Maybe this is like the sequel, like Spud
I don't know,
Squad
but I like
2,
the potato part.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. So what does it need here? Carry. What's good against Sven? I don't even know. Luna. Luna's good against Sven.
Yeah, Kite's
Or a
pretty hard,
gyrocopter.
but...
Just needs
Is Gyro
something
even
of
a
that.
hero right now? Unless you're KSing.
Yeah, the ice path.
They go for a Chaos
Ooh.
Knight. Oh, alright.
Ooh, that sounds hard. You got that's a lot of AoE on Deus Ex Machina.
Oh man, why is there no IO though?
Cleave. Yeah,
I
right?
want an IO with this Chaos Knight so bad. Or I want to see a position for a Chaos Knight because that is also hilarious and fun to do.
Yeah, and then they could go position 1 Shaman.
Yeah.
I think that would be stronger.
Or position, they could put Death Prophet as farming Death Prophet. Like old school, what is it, TI4 that they were doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Was it TI5? What TI? Oh no, that's like... No,
4.
TI...
It was 4.
It was 4? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so whose draft are you liking more right now?
Probably the Sven draft. I thought the Sven was like a draft breaking hero, and then they didn't counterpick it. They like actually kind of hurt themselves with a Chaos Knight pick.
I mean, he's still very, very strong too, the Sven, especially with the Crystal Maiden having that extra mana to be able to spam his spells just a little bit more.
Yeah. Scary.
Alright. There's the Sunstrike coming in here. And we'll go ahead and introduce the teams over on Spud's Revenge or Spud Squad, whichever name they've actually decided on. We have Snowman, who's going to be playing the Shadow Shaman. Jinja's going to be playing the Disruptor. Portkey going to be playing the Death Prophet. The Centaur is going to be Reiner, and the Chaos Knight is going to be Scar. Over on the side of the Dire, we have... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm used to co-casters that don't like having to introduce a team, so...
Oh, no,
this
by
is
all means.
all you. Nope, all you. Go for it.
Alright, we got Cloud Kicker on the Darkseer. We have Solo Light on the Invoker. Santa Claus, Dr. Santa Claus on the
Dr.
Jakiro.
Santa Claus. Oh my gosh.
That's
a good
key.
name.
I love that handle.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're going to study that hard to get your PhD, you might as well use Doctor up there, right?
He's got a lot of expertise in an area that very few professors do. Severa on the Crystal Maiden, and Alpha Wolf, appropriately, on the Sven.
That is a very Sven player name, if I've ever heard one. Definitely.
Yeah.
We got a smoke coming out here on the top lane. They're looking for first blood here. Looks like they're going to let Scar kind of lead. He's got the Chaos Bolt up and running. I'm sure they follow up and just chain stun. And this is actually... this Sven needs to be careful. Oh,
If he
they're
skills
gonna wrap around
Warcry,
around him.
he
Tons
might be
around
okay.
here. That does pop. They do realize he's there. They drop that. They're going to be able to land the shackles. I believe this is a very dead Sven. There's going to be the Chaos Bolt coming in. Stomp coming out from Centaur. And Reiner actually going to be able to get the first blood. I think it might have been a little bit better if Scar had gotten that, but feeling pretty good. Are they aggro trying? What's happening here?
That's a nice move. I like that decision too. Aggro try.
I'm not sure, actually. Nope, Chaos Knight is TPing down to his bot shrine here. And that's uses so much of his mana already.
Yeah.
Poor Chaos
I feel like
Knight.
that aggro try lane's super strong.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. I mean, it's going to be a bloodfest, though, if they do that, because you've got the Crystal Man, you've got the Jakiro, and the Sven, so that's... You know, 3 stuns and slows versus...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love a bloodbath, but they might want to just relax a little bit, get some last hits on their cores before they start
Yeah, I
fighting.
don't think the Centaur has a good matchup 1v1 against the Darkseer anyway.
I'm almost wondering if this Darkseer should just go in jungle. Because I don't think he can go to lane. I think they're going to just burn down his creep so fast as well.
Yeah, that's good thinking. Looks like he's doing that.
Yeah, I would stack for myself and... Oh, he's not stacking, though.
He's sort of trying, kind of. No.
Nope. Reiner also needs to be careful. He is very, very tanky here, but it looks like they're not looking to get super aggressive. They're just going to try to deny him some of this experience and farm by pulling over to the side camp.
Yeah, he seems to be doing really well. He's getting tons of XP.
Looks like Severed will drop a ward over on the side. I actually prefer to see, if you're going to drop a ward over on that side, something more around here, just because of the fact that you're able to block that camp as well, and it makes the other supports use up more of their resources when they have to buy a sentry to de-ward that.
Yeah, and they have to walk there, so that's a significant amount of time if they're safe lane.
Do you see a rotation coming out here? And this is what I was talking about earlier. We've got the Disruptor coming forward. He's actually got... Oh, he's got Thunderclap, though. They might have wanted to wait for level 2 to get that glimpse as well. But the wave is really far up here.
Yeah, this is a hard kill.
Unless the Death Prophet really just starts to push the lane in and they dive behind it. They're going to go for it, though. They immediately see him over on the side, but... Shadow Shaman, not the swiftiest hero. Not going to be able to really follow up that quickly.
Yeah. Darkseer should probably go to lane if they do this.
Snowman needs to be careful. He's dancing right on the edge of that visibility. Invoker coming forward again. They're just absorbing her XP right now. They need to do something or they need to leave. This is not very efficient, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You almost wonder if he knows something's up. Snowman, it looks like he wanted to move, but I don't think he's gonna come forward enough for them to do really anything. Yeah, they go ahead, they grab the shackle, they get a spirit siphon off, they're gonna chase after him here. They throws out the ice wall, but it's gonna be enough. They'll be able to get the kill.
Yeah, I didn't think they would get that, but... Oh, and they're missing the wave. Oh, the CM is picking up the XP, so it's good.
All about the efficiency, right?
Yeah.
Top lane center, taking a lot of abuse here coming out from the Jakiro, but we'll be absolutely fine. He's working on those tranks. So he's a little bit more gold in order to finish them up. No mana on him right now, but I don't think they can get a kill on him. Not without the CM, at least.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, I think. He's ahead of the Darkseer.
Well, Darkseer, of course, having a kind of a difficult time coming anywhere near this lane. I think he just fully commits to the jungle. Like, you don't want to feed a Chaos Knight. But it looks like Cloudkicker, he's gonna take the risk, grab himself a Soul Ring. Oh, and then you spot him out over here on the side. They put out the Chaos Bolt there, go ahead, they grab him with the Shackles. There's gonna be the strike coming out, and there's the Reality Rift, and actually the Shadow Shaman will be able to pick it up, so...
That's really unlucky timing because he was jungling when the supports left to go gank mid, and then as soon as he comes back, the supports are there to kill him.
Yeah, I think they really need to give him some vision so that way he knows where the supports are. If he was even able just to see, you know, if they're stacking over on the side here or what have you, would give him a little bit more safety. But again, I just feel like as a Darkseer, against a kill lane like that, you just jungle. You're perfectly capable of jungling. You do it relatively fast. There's no point in doing much. And yeah, it stinks because you're giving the CK a lot of space, but you do have other supports that can make the rotation.
CK wants to kill you, and he's not going to farm nearly as fast as Sven, so it's definitely a win if him and the Sven are both farming. A win for the Sven.
Watch this mid lane with super intensity here. Looks like Smoke is actually worn off at this point. They can't let the CM really lead because she's very slow. It looks like they've got him far enough, though. There's going to be the Ice Snap, rather. Turning back around. Spirit Siphon comes out, but she should be able to get herself away. There's going to be the burst coming out from the Jakiro. She goes ahead, pops a Fairy Fire.
Wow.
I think she's just barely going to be able to make it out.
What a player.
And that's more space, though, again, for the Darkseer. They don't actually have... That was really smart of DP, actually. She juked around figuring that they'd probably try to Sunstrike the Shrine. Was able to just walk away and avoid that completely.
She's an Invoker player, after all. Or probably. I forget which player it is. That's the Invoker player.
Just really, really smart moves. Oh, the stun coming at the same exact time, but now Centaur, he's in trouble. He doesn't have anyone else to back him up, whereas Dr. Santa Claus makes his rotation and will clean himself up a kill here.
Yeah, they really needed that, because the Centaur is getting a lot out of that lane.
And CK's first item, instead of an armlet, looks like he's going to be going for drums, actually. Or, sorry, Rod of Atos. Rod of Atos, what?
Whoa! Are we sure this is not a position force?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure now. That's a little surprising that he's going for the Atos. I mean, it's good because CK wants to hold on to people and fight them, but I'm surprised
like
that this is what they're going for. I would have liked to see an armlet, traditionally speaking, but maybe we'll learn something new today.
Yeah, well, I think whatever he goes, he wants to go BKB relatively early.
Yeah, definitely. Crystal Maiden has bought herself a smoke here. Looks like they're gonna try to put some moves here over onto the Sven. They're able to land their stuns. Double Edge coming out. They're panicking a little bit though because they're not allowing the full duration of their stuns to come through. Almost able to take down Alpha Wolf. I'm not sure they're gonna be able to quite get it, and they don't have the level 6 on the center, or else I think that would have been a nice kill for them.
A war cry. So good. Wow, they're gonna turn.
Yeah, that's a dead centaur, I think. Even if he, yeah, he's trying really hard. Alpha Wolf, oh, it's just
He's close.
He left at 4 HP. I
Maybe if
kid
he
you not.
like auto attack this more.
Oh my gosh. Well, they've got to be feeling pretty good about that engagement there.
It's almost worse for this Sven because he has to walk all the way home. Centaur's already back to the lane. Sven's like just entering his space.
Apparently my stream is lagging a little bit, so I'm gonna try to put OBS as higher priority, so. Okay, let's see if that helps at all.
So the Invoker is ending up beating the DP by quite a bit in the lane, even though there were kills on him.
There's been a lot of movement back and forth in this lane. A lot of ganks that are trying to come out here that didn't quite work out, and vice versa, so. But yeah, Invoker definitely, you know, winning the CS 56 and 24. Death Prophet sitting at 31. Sorry, 32 and 1. There's a bit of an altercation coming over here. They are going to be able to get the kill over on the Darkseer.
Yeah, I feel like the support movement on Spud's Revenge has been
that
really
glimpse. Good. That glimpse just sent Jakiro all the way back to the top lane. It's always very frustrating, especially, you know, TPs aren't cheap, man. And immediately sent
Maybe
back.
that's a good thing for Jackie. Jackie might have died. CK's pretty fast hero.
And Darkseer actually TPing directly to tower. I think that was very smart for him to cancel it. Although, Crystal Maiden, do not finish that TP. Well, they know that Crystal Maiden and Darkseer's TPs are both on cooldown, so this is a very safe tower for them to take now.
That's 3 TPs on cooldown.
That was, oh man. Darkseer, he needs to be careful staying down here. I mean, luckily Disruptor's not around currently, but Cloud Kicker is flirting with the danger zone here.
Yeah, it's always dangerous against the CK.
And Boker has his Midas already up and running. He's going to be going for Ags as his first item here. Sapphire coming around the corner. Looks like she wants to do some sort of warding here with this Crystal Maiden, but
seems really even right now, but I think even favors Dire.
I'm surprised really
Atos
haven't seen
wants
the
to
Death
push.
Prophet do anything with this ultimate. I mean, she's been very low on mana this entire time, but I would like to see her maybe start putting some pressure on a different tower. Maybe not necessarily mid, but grouping up with the rest of the team. I mean, they've got a Shadow Shaman, they've got a Disruptor. They could go top and like put a lot of pressure down. Surprising that the
Yeah.
CK has actually been the one who has been pushing his lane the most.
Yeah, and that's hard to do against the Ion Shell.
I mean, the other
Yeah,
thing
they
to keep in mind is the fact that this Disruptor, or sorry, not Disruptor, the Darkseer hasn't been able to really go much to lane. Although, oh, Shadow Shaman, he's able to get the Courier Snipe over here.
Wow, what
And
a
he was
player.
carrying a point booster. Oof. I believe that was Invoker's point booster for his Ags.
That's a huge win. They should take that win and use Exorcism.
Oh, they're gonna get a kill over here on Darkseer, though. They actually use the wards. They'll be able to not only get the kill on Darkseer, but also get this tower as well. Although they get the CK.
Oops.
Ooh. Crystal Maiden now gonna have to run a little bit. They should be able to put some decent damage over onto this tower.
That's unfortunate. That was a big win
Look
for
at
them.
look at
They
Snowman. He wants to
didn't
get
feel
her.
lost.
He's just running right at her.
Does she have boots? She does. Okay.
Otherwise, she'd definitely be dead.
Yeah.
She can't
He
really
chunks
take
her
the,
for like 80 a hit.
Look at Snowman. He goes right around the corner again. He really wants his Crystal Maiden. I love it.
Can she get the deny? Oh, she
Should
doesn't
be
need
able
to.
to.
Oh, she will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll get the deny. It'll take her like 3 hits, but... So first tower of the game, gonna go over to side of the Radiant. Centaur
Yeah, and
ulti
they have
actually
to
gets
do
used
that.
over here in mid, and Death Prophet trying to run herself actually pops the Exorcism, and we'll be able to slow down the Invoker. He throws out an Ice Wall. He is going to be able to slow her down quite a bit. Oh, she's just barely going to be able to let him walk away.
Wow. It's close. Oh, she used Exorcism.
Yeah, yes they did, but they weren't able to get any objectives with it, although they were able to take the bottom tower, so... These butterflies are really pretty. I haven't played Death Prophet in a while. Haven't
Yeah, what
seen
is
a
that?
Death Prophet in a while, honestly.
Yeah, I think, with this whole laning meta, maybe they're thinking that she's such high tempo that they can snowball to some wins.
We've got the
Catch people
Atos
off guard.
completed now. Now we're gonna see Scar going in for the armlet. I'm a little surprised that he went for the Atos first. Maybe for the extra int?
That's pretty reasonable. Yeah, all the stats on it are pretty good for Chaos Knight. Personally, I like...
Oh, there's
Blink.
the stump coming out over here onto the side. Icebot, this is gonna quite reach over to the side though. And now Santa Claus, he's stuck in silence. He's gonna be held right in the middle of the storm. They're gonna be able to throw Sunstrike out over onto Snowman, get the kill. We'll be able to clean up though over onto Jakiro, and immediately Cloudcracker, he's trying to use his ultimate to run himself away. We'll force them to run through this this wall, and I guess they just give up. Alright.
they
I felt
lost
like
them.
that was gonna be crazier, like more chasing around and very action orientated, but I guess not.
Apparently the slow on wall is pretty high. Because they seem to get stuck on it.
Yeah. We've got a Blink Dagger now up and running on the Centaur, so that's actually going to be a huge reveal for them. They might want to actually try to go and grab a smoke, get a gank off, and take a tower. Kind of a slow tower game.
Yeah, they need to up the tempo. Because
Look at
that...
this huge stack.
Yeah, that Sven's not going to be behind the CK for long. Unless they start doing stuff.
Pops of God Strength. Jakiro will happily take some experience off this as well.
Wow.
Alright.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
Yep.
he's ahead of the Chaos Knight.
Jump forward, oh, coming in here. Oh, they ward trap the Invoker. They don't have the detection, though. We'll drop a sentry. Aren't going to be able to quite see him in time. Oh, that's a beautiful glimpse back into the cage. They pop the Serpent Wards and the Death Prophet ulti for this tower.
Yeah, I like to see these supports are very active. They're doing a whole lot.
I love this this sentry ward literally next to their tower just because they needed that vision. Jakira's totally dead here. He just gets beaten down. Poor little
We
guy.
saw the Atos in action. I think the Atos there was the range on it. Make sure that you don't get animation canceled on your W.
I mean,
That's
that was
Chaos
actually
Knight.
a huge reveal too as well, because we have that Blink Dagger up and running on the Centaur now. Now they
This
know.
is exactly
Now they
what
need
they
to
need.
beware.
Now Deus Ex Machina is in danger of getting snowballed.
Well, I mean, the scary
after
thing
that.
is, you know, with the CK, you have this opportunity where you can kind of, you know, try to push him down for a little bit, because he doesn't do a great job catching up. Like, he just doesn't have a built-in mechanic like Sven, who's got the cleave, or Jug, who can spin, like, over, like, stacked groups. But he's starting to snowball here, and that's kind of scary. Because, honestly, personally, I don't know about you, but I really think that CK is one of the strongest, like, hardest carries in the game.
Yeah, if he's on par with other heroes and he's got his items, he doesn't fall behind in farm. He's a nightmare. Like, how do you deal with? Oh, they have good illusion clear at least, so we'll see. I think the biggest issue is there's a lack of farm in Darkseer, and if Darkseer is not ready to fight, he doesn't have his mech, he doesn't have blink. Then it's hard for them to take fights because they don't have the Darkseer to keep them off the Invoker, so the Invoker isn't able to make plays.
Yeah, I mean, and also that courier kill earlier, slowing down the Agnum Scepter for the Invoker, was actually just huge.
Oh yeah.
Now, he has finished up. He does have his blink coming, or working on his blink as his next item. Sven has his blink as well, but he needs to make sure that he's got people that are going to be able to back him up. In fact, he jumps over the corner, immediately jump forwards, gets that ice path off coming out from Jakira on the shackle. So this is clearly the tables getting turned, but that's a beautiful ultimate coming out here. Snowman, I don't think he knows what he wants to do. He starts to run in, changes his mind. The glimpse will come back, though. They might be able to grab. Oh, there's going to be the God Strength coming out from the Sven. He's going to be able to cleave forward, jumping forward. There's going to be the silence come out. Nice wall coming out as well. Snowman stuck inside his own wards now, in a little bit of trouble. Turn back around. We'll be able to get the kill over onto the Darkseer. And the rest of the team, they're going to be able to slow down this Crystal Maiden, who is already so very slow. These ghosts, they're just far-reaching. We'll be able to get the kill. That's actually so ridiculous. Jump forward again over here. We'll be able to go ahead throughout the Reality Rift. There's going to be the Meatball coming out. Ice Path comes out as well. Santa Claus, he's got that PhD. He's trying to show it off, but he's not going to be able to. This little armlet toggling, not quite yet up and running here. They're going to be able to maybe get the kill over onto the Invoker. Beautiful Sunstrike coming out, though, just in the nick of time. He's
cute.
still in so much trouble, though. The jump forward, the double edge. He needs to get maybe 1 or 2 clicks off over onto Reiner. Reiner will actually walk away, doing a taunt with like 90 hit points left.
Such a scrappy fight. I think the Disruptor and the Shaman wards just zoning that fight out so they could take 2 or 3 heroes.
The poor Shadow Shaman trapped himself in his own wards, though. Just like, okay, guys, I live here now,
that
I
doesn't
guess.
matter.
I mean, it all worked out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, these zoning mechanisms that are up for Spud's revenge that are not up in terms of like the wall and for Deus Ex Machina. It's like making the fights really hard or really easy, depending on who you're rooting for.
I mean, Cloudkicker has his mech now, so that's going to be a lot more helpful.
Yeah.
It's a little bit behind, obviously, but better late than never.
And they're not that far behind. Invoker's, you know, he's got Midas and Sven's farms really fast.
Looks like they're grouping up here down in the bot lane. Much longer. They've got 30 seconds left before the DP ulti is up, though, so I'm not sure. I guess by the time they get everyone down to this area, they will have the ultimate back up. They do the Centaur ultimate up as well. And he does see the Darkseer over the corner, I think. Oh, one coming in. He's able to throw out the Atos. Oh, he's going to be able to take away all of his mana, though! Oh, CK, and now he's in a little bit of trouble. He needs that mana. There's a nice ultimate coming out here from the, oh, the Dark... He will be able to turn back around. Solo Light in a lot of trouble. Will be able to get taken down, but it looks like we're going to lose that Shadow Shaman as well. And now, oh, Centaur, he's stuck in the middle of something I don't think he wants to be a part of. There's a lot of stuff happening at once. Yikes, that was a great team fight coming out from the side of Deus Ex.
Yeah, Jakiro and Maiden ults. Just completely destroying those fights.
I'm not sure why they took that fight with Ghost not being up.
I don't know, I feel like diving is not the best way for them to play.
I mean, I like that, you know, they know that they're kind of got some momentum, but at the same time, like, they don't have to necessarily slow down. They're got a CK who's doing, you know, fairly well with farms, getting a lot of kills, being very, very active. I feel like they didn't need to, like, dive that tower and really push the envelope there.
Yeah, it's troublesome because if they were going to throw the game, they should have done it on the tier 3s and not on the tier 2.
The jump forward immediately coming out from Sven. He guessed correctly. Oh, Sunstrike coming in. We'll be able to clean up over onto the Disruptor now. Centaur, he's tanky, but there's not so much he can do. And they actually go ahead. They use the DP ulti, chasing after now, trying to slow him down. We'll be able to throw the Death Prophet up into the air using that. Oh, but she goes right into the meatball, into a stun. Beautiful play coming out again from Deus Ex. That's a dead Death Prophet. That's a death coming out for the Shadow Shaman and the Centaur. That was a great fight. The side of the
they just walked down and then Potato Stack chain fed that.
Well, that is a really difficult tower. You really need every single one of your heroes down there if you're going to be trying to defend, because otherwise, you know, there's too many angles that they can come from. Granted, they did come out from just, you know, really one side, but it was more of the case of one by one they kind of came in, and that was a big problem for them.
They needed someone to say, don't go to that tower right now.
Well, I mean, Alpha Wolf he played that perfectly. He realized that someone was TPing in. He didn't even realize, I don't think, that the other, who was it down there as well? The Disruptor was there. Saw the Centaur TPing in, just jumped in immediately and said, alright, I've got a Blink Dagger. I'm ready to take these guys on. And it looks like one person's here. He ended up getting the double. Now he's got his BKB, so he's feeling really good right now, I think, after all these fights. That's pretty ridiculous. Like, look at this graph. If you go ahead and open up the graph, it was going onto the side of Spud Squad. About a 3k lead, and now it's almost a 4k lead for the side of Deus Ex.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge swing because they just took a couple bad engagements, unfortunately.
Yeah, and they farm faster. So, turns now going to be a hard game for Spuds.
I mean, the other thing they have to consider is the fact that Death Prophet's ultimate is, of course, physical damage, so the BKB's not going to help out with that. But they're not going to be able to, you know, kite him as easily using that Spirit Siphon, or lock him down either. And he's popped the God Strength just to take another stack here, so I think they're going to just kind of calm down, go back to farming for a little bit, and wait for that God Strength to be up again before they make another play.
Yeah, they're comfortable. They don't have to do too much. But Potato Stack does have a really good pickoff lineup. So they don't want to lose someone and then lose a bunch of towers because they lost one hero. That's probably what Spud's Revenge is going to want to do. Just find that pickoff.
This is kind of interesting. The Death Prophet's actually going to be working on a Linken's for her next item.
Ooh. I don't know.
I feel like a BKB is just so much more important when you have an Invoker or Crystal Maiden. Like, there's a lot of stuff to pop a Linken's.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
A little concerned about that.
Yeah, this is a BKB game, definitely. Yeah, and suddenly the Darkseer is ahead of the Centaur too. The Centaur was doing a lot better than the Darkseer earlier.
Well, I think it's because a couple of those bad engagements. Like, Centaur's tanky. He's got his Hooded Defiance and everything. I think he's almost got the full completed pipe, too. I didn't check. Yeah, he's getting close to it. But, you know, with these couple fights, like, when you have such a good lead and you throw it away, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. There's so many, like, power spells, like potentially teamfight winning spells all by themselves in this game. Like, if anyone gets anything super duper high value off, it could just win a fight outright and then give them towers or Roshan.
They do know that they're in that pit, and I think they're going to back off because you don't want to be in a small enclosed space when they have a Sven on the other side.
Yeah, Sven, Darkseer, Invoker, yeah.
Especially
everyone.
Because he's got that BKB now. And they're both smoked, actually, so this could be a really hilarious kind of run-in. Yep, immediately the smoke pops over. They get the jump over onto the Jakiro. There's nice force stuff coming forward. Sven, he comes in with the BKB. He's ready to fight. God Strength coming up as well. They drop wards. Oh my god, look at that beautiful combo! This is insane! How did Sven not get a rampage on that? I'm very confused, but that was beautiful. Darkseer combo going into the stun, into the cleave, with all the other spells just getting thrown out. Oh, that's gotta...
Yeah,
Yeah, that's almost a 10k net worth lead now.
This may be the best choke point team I've ever seen.
That was insane. Oh my gosh. It all happened so fast, too.
It's just, yeah.
And then
Tornado,
they'll
vac wall.
casually take the tower while they're taking Rift as well. I think that's one that goes into the highlight reel.
Such a wombo. They need like they need to fight scrappy fights like that top fight, where they like split up the fight, so it was like 3 heroes on one side of the fight, 2 heroes on another side of the fight.
Well, it was just so well played by both the wombos over here on the side of Deus Ex.
There's so much wombo.
And that was a huge reveal of the BKB too.
Should just rat. They have Shaman Wards, CK Illusions, Death Prophet, ult, and Centaur can tank tower hits to do damage to it. So
I think it might have just been very, very bad luck too. The fact that they both went in for the smoke. They, one team usually would back off, but they both had the same idea, like, let's smoke, let's try to get the jump on them. And, the Jakiro, of course, got a face full of hurt right away, but it really worked out for his team. In fact, the Force Staff, too, it actually saved his life, just getting him away and kiting the CK like that. Because there was just too much going on at that point. He wasn't able to focus with the Atos or what have you.
yeah. Yeah. They were fighting uphill in a choke. It's just dangerous.
I like the CK. So we saw first item after boots and wand was the Atos, right? Then we saw the armlet, and then we saw the Echo Saber, and now he's decided, like, oh hey, I should probably do my treads now.
Ah, that's still triggering.
He's spicing up his life a little. There's gonna be a nice tornado coming in, followed up with the EMP. And CK has no mana now, basically, so he's gonna have to back off, go refill. I'm still surprised we have not seen the BKB on the CK. Like, it's a little baffling to me, honestly. They've got so much that is magic-based. There's a jump forward, immediately jumps over onto the Disruptor. God Strength gets popped. We'll go ahead, pop the BKB, just focuses upwards. Over here, onto the tower. Centaur, he's gonna come forward here. They jump forward, grab the Jakiro. Jakiro's taken out. There's gonna be a nice vacuum coming in once again. They don't have the wall though. Spud, he's just cleaving everyone to death. CK's in so much trouble. They drop the wall on top of that. CM doing lots of damage here with their ultimate. Snowman's also going to get taken down here, and there's going to be a Sunstrike coming in. It lands over onto CK, but it's not going to be able to do enough to quite take him down. Oh, now Invoker, he got a little greedy here. He was like, oh man, that should have landed. I want this. He's going to actually get taken down here, I think, now. There's going to be the jump forward. Oh, he actually gets sped forward, but they'll be able to grab him, pop the Aegis, and now, we're gonna lose the Crystal Main, and looks like Darkseer is also in a lot of trouble here. It's gonna try to... Oh, they do have Dust. They do see this Invoker. I think that dive was maybe just a little bit too greedy, and now Sven doesn't have his BKB. Gonna try to get himself out. Will be able to go ahead and use his Blink. But, I think they could have gotten both the racks if they hadn't gotten so greedy for the dive for the CK.
Yeah. Yeah. And even if they don't get the buildings, like if they just back out when they see 3 buybacks...
They get shrines then too,
Yeah.
What a fight.
Yeah. Kind of nice for both teams. Deus Ex comes out on top in that fight just because of the buybacks, but the fact that they got something out of the buybacks is good for Spuds. You don't always get stuff out of your buybacks.
I'm really happy to see that this Death Prophet actually went for the BKB instead of the Lincolns. I think that's a much smarter decision on her part. I would love to see the CK pick up a BKB, but it looks like he's going Heart next. I don't know.
He just hates BKB.
I mean, I get it, BKB is a boring item, but this game, like, that's...
You have to.
That is the item du jour.
Like, some of these heroes I would get BKB against if they were the only magic damage hero. On the team. Like Invoker, you get BKB against them no matter what.
Absolutely. Ooh, Reiner needs to be a little bit careful here. They do have a sentry ward placed over onto the side. I'm not sure what he hopes to achieve by going through the woods by himself.
He's scouting. He's like a Ricky right now.
He's scouting, but there's nothing to scout. Like, it's not like he's got backup and they can immediately follow up. Like, all of his teammates are all over the map here. There's going to be the pump forward coming out here from the Invoker. And he'll just run himself back.
Yeah. And maybe Blink would help the CK too. Blink BKB.
I want that BKB on him so bad. I think he can do so much more if he's not constantly, thrown up into the air, getting slowed down by Crystal Maiden, and also everything Jakiro's throwing out. He jumps forward, he's getting a little greedy here, grabs the Crystal Maiden, there's gonna be the Yules coming out immediately. Ice Path comes out as well, they go ahead, they pop that, and
oh, he got extra.
Ooh,
extra
this is a
illusion.
little bit scary here. They've got the Spud, he's coming forward here, he's got that BKB coming up, and that's gonna be a very dead CK. He needs to get out of there. There's a BKB coming out from the Crystal Maiden, or sorry, not the Crystal Maiden, coming out from Death Prophet. I think she needs to TP out. She doesn't have it though up and running. It's in her backpack right now. This is going to be a very dead Death Prophet, unfortunately. Trying to run herself out here. These ghosts are going to be coming back to her very, very soon to heal her up, but it's not going to be fast enough. She's going to get taken down.
Chaos Knight felt like he was
yeah, that
very
was
strong.
Nope. And now, like, the problem is when he's being held in place for the Sven. Sven's just putting out so much damage because he's got that Daedalus out now. BKB
Yeah,
is
the CK
down, though.
ult. They're not getting much out of CK ult.
I mean,
that's
they've
for
got
sure.
a Sven, too, that's just going to rip all of his illusions apart.
Yeah, it's a tough Chaos Knight pick.
Buyback coming out here. Immediately, nice blink forward coming up from Shadow Shaman. He wants to go and grab that Invoker, but unfortunately, this Centaur is in so much trouble here, trying to get himself away. He's just rooted constantly. Slowed down, earn charge. He will get taken down here. No buyback available on him. And they go ahead, they use the wards, just trying to push them out, trying to get this fight.
Well, that's a win. And they go back and they take Shrine.
Yep. Death Prophet actually going to be able to come forward here. They want to go ahead, grab Cloud Kicker. Nice Ice Path coming in. Turning back around. There's the BKB coming out from Spud. He's just putting out too much damage. He's going to be able to clean up two of them, and now they can just go walk right into this base. Buyback comes out from CK, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do here. Now, the Sven is just putting out so much damage. They're able to lock down the CK, kite him for days. Turning back around here. There's a jump forward again, immediately over onto CK. There's the signs getting thrown out here, coming out from Disruptor. Scar's gonna be able to run himself back. There's gonna be the root coming out over onto the side, onto Shadow Shaman. If they can kill the CK, oh, this is looking really, really scary. The Sunrise coming in. He's actually gonna be able to die, but he's still. Oh, but the Sin coming out from Shadow Shaman! Still not gonna be enough here. This is looking really, really scary. They're diving again. They need to be so very, very careful. There's going to be the Surge coming out. They use the Guardian Greaves. I think they need to stop being greedy and just go right for these buildings. But Sven, he's back. He wants more. He wants Snowman coming forward. Crystal Maiden actually going to be able to clean up. They're going to be able to root over into the place. The Centaur, he's having a bad day here. He's bought back already. If he gets taken down, he's going to be down for the count for quite a while. There's going to be Sunstrike coming in again. Rider going to taken out. Solar Light is just dominating, and the Sven is just running all over them.
Oh man, they gotta ban this Invoker.
This Invoker. Well, either that or they need to get BKBs. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. Well, if they hate BKBs, they should ban the Invoker.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty smart assessment.
I think Deus Ex Machina doesn't need as many heroes that hit buildings, because they hate hitting buildings too.
Yeah, they
so they could get like Zeus or something.
There you go. Just run at heroes.
Heroes
some very divey heroes do get like an Abaddon and Undying, stuff like that.
Spirit Breaker.
I mean, we say that, but they're hitting buildings now. They're objectively hitting.
There's nothing else to hit.
I mean, Porky's alive. Yep, there they go immediately.
Oh, there we go.
Jumping for Porky. He pops the BKB, and it's just to run back into base. Feels bad, man. Game number 1 of the series. Gonna go over to the side of Deus Ex Machina. And some really beautiful team fight plays.
Yeah, I think Spuds put themselves in a decent position to win, and then it kind of crumbled on them after I'd say 2 lost fights. Then they didn't have much left in the tank.
All right, guys. Well, we will be back with game number 2, so stick around. And I'm going to try to figure out why I started having slideshow going out for stream, but I'll fix that, and we'll be back with game number 2, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. This is Game 2 of Echo League Season 2, Deus Ex Machina versus Spud's Revenge, or Spud Squad, as they have put up as their actual tag here. I'm your caster, Moxie, casting this over at my Twitch, twitch.tv/LittleMissMoxie, if you want to join the Twitch chat. And I have Michael J. Jackson as my co-caster tonight.
Hey guys.
So we saw some really excellent play coming out from Deus Ex Machina in the first game. A really fantastic just Darkseer wall combo with the Sven following up Stormhammer, going into God Strength, and just cleaving the team to death. Also during that time, apparently we saw the Shadow Shaman was able to take mid with his Serpent Wards as well. I thought it was the Invoker who grabbed that, but I must have been mistaken. But I definitely had someone shout out in Twitch chat saying, "You didn't give any love to Shaman," so there's your love, Shaman. And again, the Bristle ban here. I guess someone on Spud Squad plays a lot of Bristle, or they just really hate dealing with that hero.
Respect Invoker ban.
I think that was very smart. That Invoker did a lot of work.
Yeah, some of the Sunstrikes are very pretty.
I still love the juke coming out from the side of Deus Ex Machina with their Death Prophet, just realizing he's probably going to head for the Shrine with that Sunstrike, so just kind of, fidget around the mid lane for a little bit behind 2 towers and then go back. Very
Yeah,
smart.
that was nice too. Good mid players. Ooh, the Necro ban's funny.
Maybe they're mildly triggered by Necro players, but Crystal Maiden, first pick yet again on the side of Deus Ex.
Maybe they just lose to it in pubs a lot. Some heroes like that. We always lose to Warlock for some reason. I shouldn't say that.
Well, it's out there now, so you better get good at dealing with Warlock.
This is ban it. First ban Warlock.
I really want to see that happen now. Or just have the caster, if it's not me, just like sit there like, wow, that's a particular ban. We have a Naga Siren pickup though. First pick, like, what?
Oh man.
That's like
That's
such
hard.
a bold first pick too.
Unless it's support.
Even if it is support, like,
Well, the net.
oh, they're going
net
full
is
Wombo now. They want to out Wombo the Wombo squad.
Again,
So-
CM should have a hard game. Quotations. So.
I think she had her teammates backing her up. I mean, you saw the CK went to that bottom lane, grabbed the Crystal Maiden, but she was able to get herself out, and then Invoker just cleaned up on him. So
She got off a lot of time on her ults, on her freezing fields.
that's when you gotta spam her taunt too. When she gets her freezing field off, and you just make a snow angel in the middle of it. That's what
That's
I
why
do,
they're
man.
playing her for hats. Or did
All
she have
about the hats.
She have Arcana? I forgot.
No, she did not have the Arcana.
Oh, okay. So definitely not hats.
I mean, she's got some pretty nice hats though too.
Oh, okay. She has a new immortal, right?
Yeah, yep. She has the Euslaria's mantle, I believe. So it's like a little shoulder piece for her. I don't really like it. I don't think it looks that great, even with like the immortal, but it does give kind of a nice effect for the frostbite, turning people into snowmen. Silencer pickup though. All right, Silencer, Crystal Maiden. Unlimited scaling on the Silencer.
Yeah, good, great against the Enigma. I don't know how good it is against the Naga. Probably all right. I think the pure damage is probably pretty good against her ridiculous armor. But yeah, I'm not sure how it fails or how it fares. I feel like they want wave clear and tower hitters so that you can win the game before Naga gets scary.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I mean, we don't know how this Naga's being played. If it's going to be, position 4 Naga, or if it's going to be farming Naga. But in any case, you don't want to let the game go long enough where a position 4 Naga can make the transition into a core Naga as well.
That's true. Yeah, super true. The Naga is also the kind of hero that you hate so much that you just dump like 5 counter picks into it. I think if you see it like right away, that's what I would do. Like I would have picked Sven like right now.
Oh, there's a CK ban though coming out here from Deus Ex Machina, so bit of a respect ban coming out against Scar. He did get pretty scary at one point.
It's because Cloud Kicker's their offlaner, right? I think.
Yeah, right. He's
He's
like, I've
not
had
wanna
enough
do
of this stupid CK. I don't want to see him again. Can't say
Yeah,
I blame him. That was a tough lane. It was mostly, it wasn't even the CK, I think. It was the combination of a Shadow Shaman and the Disruptor.
yeah. There's no way you're like getting away, ever.
Spec bad against the Jakiro, too. Interesting. No Disruptor? Not going to see
A
any
lot of
repeats, it
respect.
looks like.
There's a lot of respect being thrown around these bands. What, two each?
Well, I mean,
I
even
guess.
if you win, like, your first game, if you were, like, really struggling or really annoyed the entire time, you definitely want to take those heroes out again.
Hmm. Yeah. And the glimpses were really good, and then Jakiro's all his spell usage was really good, so I can understand it.
I feel like Naga has the most human-like face out of all the characters in Dota 2. It's weirdly unsettling.
Yeah. And then she's like buck naked.
Yeah. Weird, right? Because,
Hmm.
like, everyone else has a really cartoony kind of look to their face, but then Naga looks just, like, very, very human to me. I don't know.
She kind of reminds me of one of the Star Wars Jedis that is like an
Yeah.
alien.
Like a Twi'lek, kind of?
I don't know the
I'm a
names,
nerd.
but
I'm sorry.
it's weird. I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt. I don't know.
Poser. Get out of here.
Don't
You
know.
hipster.
Yeah. No, it's what's that Asian fashion company that is like really popular all of a
Uniqlo?
sudden? That's the one. Yeah.
Man, they've been
So
popular
this is
for a
from
while,
Uniqlo.
though.
Okay.
So you're not so much of a hipster. You're just... I don't even know what's happening with you, MJJ.
Not fashion conscious.
Apparently not. Nyx Assassin pickup here. He's gonna be hunting that Lich and Enigma down in the jungle. Sven pickup. Okay, they're going full wombo combo here with Spud Squad. I'm a little afraid of this just because it feels like they're putting a lot of eggs all in one basket.
Is that a mid Naga? Or is it or position for Naga? An offlane Enigma?
Could be an offlane Enigma. Been seeing a lot of that lately.
This is a good Sven pick. I don't always like Sven picks, but they've been good these two games.
I feel like you need to
And the
make
next,
a meme of yourself. Like, what is the beer commercial? It's like, I don't always, but when I do.
the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, something like that. Only you with Sven.
I feel like the next pick is like it's a super good pick, but it's also not the easiest to execute.
I
You don't
mean,
snowball
we
off
saw
it.
some pretty ridiculous execution in game number 1 coming out from Deus Ex, so
Oh yeah,
they
I
might just be
won't.
feeling real confident right now. And
I won't doubt.
I've actually watched, I believe it was Hot Singles in Your Area, and I believe it was in the Noda Winter Tournament. I watched RKK Slider just carry the entire Hot Singles in Your Area team with a Nyx Assassin to victory. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, that team is scary. I'm
And
glad they're
anti-mage
not
pickup.
like they didn't stick together.
That's kind of an awful thing to say.
Yeah,
I'm
so
glad
we
they all
can win
split up.
Division B.
Hey man, you're gonna have to get through us too.
That's true.
We're just gonna ban Pugna every single match. I'm sure
And
that's
we
how
lost
we
the scrum
defeat
to you. You don't have to ban the offlane winner wyvern, apparently. The anti-mage pick is good.
I do like that they need a little bit more lockdown. I mean, they've got the stun coming out from the Sven, but they don't have any real silences right now other than, Naga coming in and singing. But of course, he's invulnerable during that, so he can just blink himself out. Also, he can just pick up a BKB and just watch his positioning against this Enigma the entire time.
Actually, I was thinking anti-mage is a counter to Naga, but I'm not so sure because ensnare is amazing against anti-mage.
I mean, if he can get some hits off onto the Sven, too, he's going to be able to take away a lot of his mana, so he's not going to have all the mana for Stormhammer and whatnot. Especially if they can start off with the Nyx Assassin, get that Impale out first so he's stunned up, get a couple hits with Mana Burn, and of course, the Mana Break on Anti-Mage. Sven's going to have a lot of trouble. They actually have so many ways to take away Sven's mana, actually, come to think of it.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
That's actually
Anti-mage
so bonkers.
meme strat.
And a Tinker! Ooh.
I love it. That's
Dirty.
so good. That's so good. They have so much armor on Spud Squad, and they don't really have catch unless you consider Sven catch, which I don't. Yeah, and it's so hard to push in a Tinker that you give Anti-Mage all the space. It's so strong.
That's actually really, really ridiculous. What do you think Spud Squad should grab for their last pick up here to deal with this?
More catch than the Venge. I don't know. LC or something.
Something to
I don't
follow
know
the
if that was
Tinker
banned.
around almost too would have been good.
Yeah, not Storm.
Yeah, definitely not storm into this.
Uh,
Maybe Space Cow.
Space Cow's yeah.
Just because
Space
he's
Cow
got
would
a
have been
little
really
bit more
good.
tank on him too. He can also initiate because it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, Space Cow would have been great. LC would have been, I think, great.
I mean,
Maybe
LC's a little
Slarnar?
tricky though, just because of the fact that they've got a silencer. So if Silencer's fast with his fingers, he can just hit that R button the second she blinks forward, so she can't get the duel off.
Yeah. He does have a cast point on his silence.
Also, you don't want a Nyx assassin following you around.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. The Tinker pick was so good.
I've seen some really amazing games in the past too, where they've had like a Legion commander on the other team and Nyx will just position himself perfectly to make sure that he's just cancels out Legion so she can't jump into fights. She's trying to get in position, very, very patiently waiting. And of course the Spike Carapace, if they have any sort of AoE, just popping that and canceling out blinks that way too.
Yeah. That's good.
Alright. Well, I will introduce the Dire this time, since you did last time.
Okay.
Over on Deus Ex Machina, we've got Severa going to be playing the Crystal Maiden yet again. Cloud Kicker will be playing the Nyx Assassin. I'm disappointed he doesn't have the Crab Nyx Assassin, because it's adorable. Dr. Santa Claus, please, is going to be playing Silencer. Solo Light going to be playing the Mid Tinker. And the Anti-Mage is going to be Alpha Wolf, once again, playing that position 1 carry here.
Okay. On Spud Squad, we got Scar on the offlane Sven. We got Reiner on the Enigma. Ginges on the Lich. Bearham on the Naga Siren. And Snowman on the Vengeful Spirit. Oh no, they're not doing an offlane Sven. They're smoking up or something.
I mean, they did get First Blood last time.
Whose lineup do you like better here?
I hate to say it because I hate Tinker Pickers, but I think I really like Deus Ex. I just don't like playing against Tinker. It's going to be so hard for them to break into high ground when they just have march after march after march. They're going to have to really look for like the perfect opening. They do have a lot of setup though with the Naga Siren ultimate. You've got the swap coming out from the Vengeful Spirit as well, the Enigma. But I mean, Enigma's going to have a really hard time getting into these fights if they're trying to go high ground and get that black hole off. That's going to be really, really tough. All the march
There's a lot of kind of high skill cap heroes here who I think will determine the game with their positioning and spell usage. I think Silencer actually is going to be potentially a game winning or losing factor in this match.
This is going to be really difficult for Naga Siren. Oh my goodness.
Should be.
I mean, she's doing a really good job making sure that she's dragging the creeps over to her side, but I mean, this laser is going to be a problem for her. All the ranged hits.
She's really fast, though. Also, the Tinker might have a little bit of trouble avoiding the Riptide spam.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, should be Tinker favored.
I'm sure if Daihai's in chat, he will let us know what the favored outcome of this is.
We had conversations about the Viper Tinker matchup, and one of our defenses of the Tinker was, why don't you try to 1v1 Daihai Tinker? see how you do.
Oh my goodness. And it looks like Crystal Maiden is gonna have the best time of her life over here. She's actually just gonna go full jungle. I'm a little surprised she even bothered with Tangos in herself if she was gonna go full jungle, so maybe it was kind of a last minute decision.
I don't love the decision.
I think you've got really good kill potential against just a solo Lich up here. Or not. Yeah, it's just solo Lich. They could definitely get a kill. Or just roam her around a little bit. Maybe she's just planning on getting a couple levels in the jungle and then she's gonna get smokes and start rotating. So that's something I do in my pubs. I get like, although she's one for the Arcane Aura for level 2, so maybe not. Because generally, if I'm going to be doing any sort of like early ganking with smoke, I try to get a point in the Crystal Nova, so that way I've got 2 different disables, and it's very difficult for a lot of mid laners to get away from.
She's just farming. Yeah, Aura and then Frostbite. She'll just farm. They shouldn't play too greedy with the supports because Lich will beat the anti-mage in lane 1v1. Pretty sure.
I mean, I guess I understand the decision not to run the full tri-lane because they have a Lich who's going to be doing the sacrifice, and you don't want to take away too many levels from the AM, but at the same time, if you can be getting kills and evening it out that way.
Yeah, you kind of want to kill the Lich so that he can't be in lane sacrificing.
This Naga's already having a very difficult time here dealing with this Tinker, just getting lasered constantly, especially because Crystal Maiden, of course, picking up that level 2 in the Arcane Aura will allow him to spam his spells a little bit more here.
Yeah. I mean, she knows she's going to have a tough lane, so...
Sun coming out here on bottom, it looks like they're going to try to make some moves over here onto Cloud Kicker. They don't have enough lockdown, though, I don't think. Very, very close to taking him down, but... Oh, Snowman! Somebody starts to dive! Backs off wisely, though.
Almost got him. I don't think level 2 Sven stun would have done it, but...
I think they need one other hero down here to lock down.
Next assassin with his very high natural HP regeneration.
Let's see. Top lane here, Anti-Mage not doing as well as I think he'd like. This Enigma actually currently leading in last hits and denies. I think he's been doing a little bit of jungling though as well. 17 and 4 on the Enigma, 10 and 5 over on the AM.
The Lich is actually not doing as well as I expect. I would think the Lich should beat the Anti-Mage.
Well, I think he's playing very, very cautiously just because he needs to have vision on these other supports. Because as Crystal Maiden rotates into this top lane, that's a very dead Lich every single time, especially with that silencer too. But with the Enigma staying so far back and just going and jungling, I think Jinja's here, he's just playing very, very cautiously.
That's probably the right move. Anti-Mage is out of regeneration, but he has enough for his Ring of Health. And so now the lane's way harder for the Lich.
That is a weird glaive. Looks like he's just throwing sticks.
Yeah.
Dive coming out here on the bottom. Looks like they're able to take the... No, they just dove right past the tower. Alright. I like it. I like the aggression. Forces the Crystal Maiden to make a rotation down to the bot lane. I think she was already just kind of farming camps over here. A little surprised that we're not seeing her stack camps, though. Because if I'm a Crystal Maiden and I have a Tinker, I'm going to try to stack at the same time as doing my jungling. Because then you can really maximize the efficiency.
That's talking like a playoff caliber team.
I shouldn't be telling you all my strats. My goal is just to trigger Christina, honestly. Just never place a ward, so she's running around looking to de-ward and never letting her get one. That's how I'm gonna beat your team. That's how I've decided.
Now I feel bad because I don't notice how much he de-wards.
Ooh, this is looking really, really scary for Jinjas right now. Looks like he's gonna be able to get away thanks to Reiner, who's gonna throw a little bit of interference.
He's sacrificing himself. I don't think he has to.
He doesn't. No, he didn't have to at all. Smoke coming out here from the Crystal Maiden. Looks like she wants to make a rotation over onto the Enigma. I think Enigma's gonna play it a little bit cool here, though, and
just
that
noticing
was like
how
the
much
slowest suicide too. Poor Lich.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, again, we still have Severa. He's got that smoke on him. He looks like he wants to get the jump over here on this Enigma. You know that he doesn't have any help here. He's gonna go right over, throw out the slow first, turn around, try to get a bunch of that harass coming out here. They do have the frostbite over on CM very shortly. They don't need it. They'll be able to get the kill, and Dr. Santa Claus will be able to clean up. This is such a slow game. That's actually first blood.
Wow.
That's 6
Yeah, slow
minutes.
games don't benefit Dr. Santa Claus. He wants his instax.
That's the best name. I want to see like Dr. Santa Claus. What are some other names that we could do? Like Sir Easter Bunny, I guess.
All the holidays.
Lady Tooth Fairy or Lord Tooth Fairy, depending on,
Whether it's a male or female fairy.
Yeah, It's 2017. Men can be fairies too. They can be really fabulous as well.
Yeah.
Naga's holding her own though over here mid. She's gotten low a couple times, but she's got a bottle. Has been able to deal pretty well with this Tinker. Tinker taking the advantage of some of the jungle.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Santa's just trying to get some XP and throw out a little bit of harass here, looks like. This is good because they definitely want that level 6 on their silencer in a decent amount of time.
The danger is that Naga is... the game is definitely sped up, and Naga is so slow that she's significantly less strong than she used to be. But if she can stall the game out somehow, then she's still just as scary. So it's interesting. There's these teams both have a lot of late game going for them.
So Enigma's leveling kind of slowly too. It's just got his level 5 right now. I like how all the supports are just standing near him as he farms too to take away any other.
Just so he can't get black hole.
Yeah, they like to challenge Reiner a little bit. They will be going uphill here, looking for this Tinker. He's sitting right on the cusp over in the back end. They're not going to find anything here. They will find a Crystal Maiden, though, so this could be potentially a really good pick-off for them. Look at her. Run, Crystal Maiden! Run, Severs! Immediately throwing out the slow, the Frostbite as well. They should be able to go ahead and get this kill, though the TP is coming in immediately. We'll be able to clean up on Crystal Maiden. They need to be careful here. Vengeance does not have enough mana right now. Although she pops her stick, she might be able to turn around and throw out... Stick! Use your stick! Snowman, please! Oh, no. And then we're also going to lose the Lich as well. If she had used her stick, I believe she would have had enough mana for another magic missile, and they might have been able to get another kill there. Ooh. Things you see after the fact, though, right?
It's just the 2-for-1 trade is not the worst thing ever, but like we can't discount walking time. They spent a long time walking around in the jungle not farming, and then they went 1-for-2. So yeah, that's a really tough trade for them.
I think you and I should make a podcast. It's called Dota Efficiency.
Yeah, well, I think Purge is a little bit better at that.
But we are just so much more, I don't know, I was gonna say entertaining, but I was like, Purge is pretty entertaining. We have
Purge
more
is just so flat.
Bad puns.
Purge is like...
Probably, right?
Purge, you can't tell that he's having fun. He's having fun.
Is so soothing to listen to if you're trying to go to sleep. Just listen to him talk about patch notes. It's fantastic. It's so soothing. Thank you, Purge, for being able to help me fall asleep some nights. Unrelated, I have also had dreams about Purge. It was awkward.
Huh. I met Purge. He's short.
That's not what I was expecting you to say there at all. But you know who is not short? Sir Action Slacks. Great guy. Very, very friendly.
Big?
He is a hill giant. I was not expecting to be dwarfed by him, but I definitely was.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice, genuine person.
Alright, so Naga getting close and close. Looks like she's gonna be going Radiance first here, so.
Yeah, good. We'll be here for a while, I think.
Yep.
I think, yeah, efficiency is going to be very important in these kinds of games, because every minute that Naga is delayed is very important, and then the same goes for Anti-Mage.
I'm really surprised they're not putting more pressure over here onto this Naga Siren, because once she starts going, it's going to be a long game.
Yeah, and I think at least Anti-Mage is pretty good for dealing with it, as is... actually, Nyx Assassin is actually suddenly very good at dealing with Naga illusions. So she split pushing away if he just daggons the illusion. No,
They do spot out
that
that
is
Nyx
a
is kind of
mechanic.
hanging out over here in the woods. Again, I'd love to see them put like more pressure over onto the Naga, making more space for this anti-mage. We'll run face to face with Scar here.
Definitely not a lot of fighting.
Nyx will just casually saunter away, shaking his little Nyx booty at him. Regeneron picked up over here on the Naga, though. Pretty
That's
nice
great
catch.
for her.
This is
But
a
I don't
very-
know necessarily that... Tinker is also like a late game complete utter monster, so I don't know if a farming game necessarily benefits the Naga lineup.
Well, I mean, you know, Tinker will eventually, he'll pick up either, you know, a sheep stick, he'll go into a Dagon, although when he walks casually forward like that, that's, silence comes out. They're trying to save Tinker, but I'm not sure what he was thinking there. I think he was kind of in AFK farm mode.
Well, yeah, I don't know. The misclick. It's gotta be.
Maybe, or maybe he was, like, looking at the other side of the map, or trying to decide what he wants to buy out of the shop. You know, we'll give Tinker the benefit of the doubt here. But that vengeful spirit was like, oh, I'm gonna get me a Tinker right now. Now, we've got Black Hole up and running on this Enigma. I'd love to see them pick up. I know he's probably working on, he's working on a Midas. Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of face running. Well, it's CM is outrunning them.
She's been doing her cardio, man. The tranquil boots. Too good.
Yeah. Good thing she didn't right-click anything.
Yeah, right? That would have been the end. Bottom lane here. Scar's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to back himself out. This Nyx assassin actually proving to be a bit of an issue for him. Will actually TP himself home.
Yeah, the Nyx can trade. He has so much health regeneration.
There's a jump
that-
forward over onto the Crystal Maiden. Should be able to get the kill over onto her. Nice jump here coming out from Alpha Wolf. He gets the kill over onto Vengeful Spirit, though. So 1-for-1 trade here.
Probably benefits Spuds. Although somehow Deus Ex got more gold out of the Venge.
Look
even
at
though
this.
she's lower
Look
net
at the
worth.
team worth graph right now. It's like
It's
it
dead
looks like
even.
a roller coaster. Up, down, up, down.
But small bumps, right? I assume.
I mean, yeah, they're small. They're pretty small. Like between 400, 400, 400, 400. Now we're like at a 200, 400. Again, though, I'm a big proponent of, you know, you've got this Enigma who is just, you know, he makes team fights. He literally is a team fight. He's, you know, grab a smoke on him and just go start making some havoc. I'm not sure why they're holding on to this.
Yeah, definitely. If he has whole, he should use it. If you get global, so be it. At
Well,
least,
also because it's so scary for them to actually go in. They actually use the ultimate, and they get the kill on the Nyx in the bot lane.
that's nice. That's good for them.
Well, I mean, he's been really obnoxious here to this poor Sven. Sven has no mana. Just can't seem to catch a break here. He needs to be a little bit careful. Again, he's got the Mask of Madness, but Tinker will be able to throw out a couple rockets over at him. The Silence comes out here over onto the top. They want to make sure that maybe they can save this Crystal Maiden. There's a lot of damage coming out from the Eidolons, though. They'll be able to throw out the Malefice. There's going to be a stun as well. And it looks like there's just a puddle where Crystal Maiden used to be.
So they broke her tranquils. That's why she didn't get away. Tinker and Naga equal on farm.
Yeah, she's got her Relic now. Very, very close to this Radiance, and that's going to prove to be a problem because Tinker's not going to be able to blink away if she's got her illusions just sitting around in lane.
Anti-Mage is behind this Fen. So we got to think that this is a little bit in favor of Spuds. Because Sven already comes with a Battle Fury.
I feel like he's had so much space, though, at the same time.
Yeah, I wonder. Haven't really been keeping track of the supports, but definitely there's not been a ton of action in the game.
I mean, Crystal Maiden's been, you know, doing a lot of rotations, basically, just kind of trying to help out with some ganks here and there.
I think she was doing better when she was just farming.
And like Nyx, I'm a little concerned about this Nyx because I feel like he hasn't been super active. And he's one of those heroes that kind of needs to snowball. He has gone into the Vendetta, making his way down to the bottom. They're going to be able to maybe get this kill over here onto the Sven. Yeah, the laser will be able to clean up. He turns back around. He's looking to get that stun up. We'll be able to actually grab the Vengeful Spirit, and the TP gets canceled. They know that they can't fight into this down here now. So Caster's Curse, you know, I'm complaining about Cloud Kicker not doing enough, and then he goes in and he helps get a kill here, so...
Yeah, and with that Sven down for over half a minute at that point, then that allows the Anti-Mage to catch up.
And Naga's got her Radiance up and running now as well. She's going to be going for the Boots of Travel next. So let the split push rules. Split push race begin. Anti-Mage getting closer and closer to this Battle Fury. Still a bit off though from it.
She still needs to...
Where did they use Black Hole?
Oh man, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it's on
Maybe they
cooldown.
killed the Crystal Maiden.
Maybe they tried to use it down there on the Crystal Maiden and they used the Global Silence to save her. Maybe that's what happened here. They jump forward though, they do spot Crystal Maiden. Immediately there's going to be the laser coming out. Root into play, Silence coming out as well. That's a very dead Sven.
Wow. The Sven has to stay the trouble. You can't rely on the Naga to carry the game by herself. There's too much late game on Dire. Yeah, he seemed way out of position there.
I think he blinked forward. He wanted to grab the Crystal Maiden again, but did not anticipate everyone else being there, I'm guessing.
Oh, he is a very aggressive player. He was the same way on the cast night.
He went for the Crystal Maiden again, and he he got destroyed by the Invoker, unfortunately.
Gotta get that Maiden. So maybe they need to sync up on how aggressive their team's going to be.
I mean, they can go early aggression. They just need to get this. They need to group up with the smoke like they've got here on the Enigma and the Vengeful Spirit. Even just grabbing like the Anti-Mage and just causing him to be even more behind would almost be worth it, honestly. There's the Lich forward here. Oh, they see the Anti-Mage over onto the corner. They go ahead, they use the stun. They might actually just want to use... Yeah, I was about to say, use the Black Hole on him. To slow down that Battle Fury even more.
That's a nice kill. It's very helpful for them.
And his Battle Fury actually is on Courier, so maybe not as effective, but still, anything they can do to slow down AM will be really beneficial for them, especially considering that their Sven is having troubles here. Surprised that Cloud Kicker didn't go to try to cancel out the Boots of Travel since he was standing right next to her.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Ooh,
that
man,
was
I missed
a
that.
fast. Enigma's fifth in net worth.
Oh, the swap coming out here from Snowman. He's trying to buy a little bit more time here. Throws down the sentry so he can't just go ahead and get himself out. But now, this is looking not so good. Snowman trying to run himself out. They're just doing too much damage here using all of these. Oh, the rockets coming in. They use the ultimate coming out from Lich. Need one more hit out. We'll be able to get the kill on Vengeful Spirit and the Lich. Ooh, that's gotta feel bad because Vengeful was almost out of there. She was almost clear.
Wow, that's a huge win.
And the blink forward coming out from Tinker just absolutely ruined her plans of survival there.
I feel like even though they're not pressuring the Naga, if you snowball off the other heroes, then the Naga's her stuff doesn't come fast enough to deal with whatever stuff the Dire is bringing. So
it's very specific. All the stuffs.
All the stuffs, the things. The
thingamabobs and the thingamajigs and the Cloud Kicker chasing after Sven again. I think he needs, you know, he'll jump forward over onto Scar. Oh, look at that. This poor Sven cannot catch a break. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, I thought Sven had a pretty good
kill over onto the Silencer in the top lane.
They're having so much trouble dealing with the Tinker. Tinker's snowballing out of control.
I mean, that's... Yeah, they don't really have the greatest way to deal with the Tinker right now. I mean, maybe if they jump forward, they'd have to, like, all go together, though, and they already, you know, they're focusing the Anti-Mage really hard, too, because they just don't have as much lockdown as I think they would like.
I like the Space Cow suggestion you had. Oh, maybe a Pudge. I don't know. Tinker's Anti-Mage is weirdly strong because even though they both eat up way too much farm, there's not a lot of heroes that are good counters to both, it seems.
I mean,
Like
Aang's got that Battle Fury now, at least, so he's going to be able to start catching up a little bit more, but...
Yeah.
Again, I feel like that's such a greedy draft with the Naga and the Sven there.
Yeah, they're both greedy. Anti-Mage, Tinker.
True, absolutely. I feel like Tinker, though, because he is so much more mobile, like early on because of the Boots of Travel, like that frees up your jungle for the anti-mage, so you just have Tinker constantly pushing out lanes, have anti-mage forced into the jungle, but the support's kind of trying to provide vision and keep them safe during the time period.
That's like another hidden synergy.
Yeah.
I think they've discovered something here with Tinker Anti-Mage. It's like really greedy, but it's like really
It works, though, at the same time, if you can make it work with your team.
And then think about this, Anti-Mage needs physical damage to die because he has so much magic resist, and then Tinker comes in with the laser, and you can't hurt the Anti-Mage.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a great solution to the Sven here.
Yeah.
Can't hit things if you're lasered. They do have a smoke up here, but again, like... Meanwhile, Nyx coming into the back end here, doing a little bit of scouting. Looks like he's going to be going for the Dagon. Just kind of getting into position.
Do they have sentries on Spud? They have Dust. Oh, they have a sentry on the Lich.
Yeah. There's a jump forward here. Lich will come forward. Throw out the ultimate. It's a little bit too late, though. Sephiroth's trying to run herself out. It's just not...
Wow.
Oh, it's still going to be able to grab the spin! There's the laser coming in. A couple more bounces here. Sephiroth needs to be careful. Oh, they're just going to be able to clean up. Rockets coming out. Do connect over onto Snowman, but with the... They can't defend this tower now. Like, they have the black hole, but they have no damage to throw into the black hole. Nice play coming out here from the Nyx, of course, popping that spiked Carapace while standing in the middle of that Midnight Pulse.
I'm surprised the ASX didn't lose anybody to... The Chain Frost bounced on heroes, like, fully. Yeah.
Crystal Maiden was very, very low. Oh, this is a little bit scary here, though. They're able to get the Enigma just in time. Although he still has the black hole, so it's not a huge loss here, but...
Yeah.
He was, like, mid-cast to go and take down the Anti-Mage during that, too. Whew. Alright, well, that's a complete Yasha now for Anti-Mage.
So, yeah, I think this is going to be potentially the type of game where the amount of farm the Naga has is a red herring. Like, just the rest of her team is so underfarmed compared to the other team that she can't carry it by herself. That's what I expect anyway. We'll see. Maybe she can. Maybe she's Verve style super awesome.
Yeah, the what was that? The offlane lion that you picked up for Verve for one game.
Yeah, you never know what he's gonna do. maybe we'll cast some Division A and see.
Yeah, we should. We should cast some of his games. And looks like they're gonna be able to go take this top tower. There's the Tinker getting into position here. Oh man, this Sven just cannot catch a break. He's so forward all the time. They're looking for a save. Maybe he's gonna get taken down here by that. There's the song coming forward. They need to kind of maybe set up. They'll actually just take the Sven out and they'll run themselves back. Anti-Mage was really wanting that kill, but blinks right into the song.
That's... I was so worried for the Sven there.
Nice D-ward here. That's... wow. I would have never thought that there would be a ward there. Maybe they were just putting it down for vision for the Nyx?
Oh yeah, maybe. Or maybe they scouted.
Oh, black hole comes out over here onto the side. It's only the Nyx. They should be able to get the kill. Nice run coming up though. Oh, the laser coming out. It connects over on so many different people. The sign's coming out as well. They're just... oh man! Wow. That's a triple kill over on this Tinker, and now Snowman frantically trying to run himself out. He's gonna get taken down as well. That Ags was just ridiculous. That hit so many different people on that.
So how do you ban against this solo light guy? Can't ban Invoker and Tinker, can you?
I think you devote a lot of like resources to the mid lane and try to slow him down the most that you can.
Yeah, I thought that was Spud did that excellently in game one. but in the end, they didn't have the draft. I don't think to take it. Yeah, gotta body these star players, so they don't have space to wreck everyone.
I don't know. I feel like when you know that your enemy team has a very, very strong mid, you want to try to secure at least a couple kills early on him. Make sure that the lane is won, and then you can kind of go back and focus on other lanes. But yeah, definitely Solo Light is doing work here on this Tinker. And did a lot of work over on the Invoker. Again, though, I think part of that was because we didn't see the BKBs picked up. I think they wouldn't have gotten away with so much of that if they had picked up the BKB, but I don't mean to harp on it nonstop, of course, because I'm sure.
I think BKBs help. I think some Shadow Blades would go a long way to catching the Tinker.
Top lane, they pop Godstrike. They really want to get the kill over onto this Nyx. We'll be able to clean up. They do see the Tinker. They don't have enough mana, though, to go for the stun and grab him before he can TP out.
That's still a good kill, although somehow 2 on Spud's team died. I didn't see both of them.
Yeah, the Nyx actually jumped over onto the Enigma on the top lane. And, how do we see the Lich get taken down? Lich was taken down by the Tinker. We're very limited on vision right now coming out from the side of the Radiant. Looks like we have Snowman who's going to be throwing down one ward up there, keeping a little bit of vision, but it's a pretty scary dark jungle for the Radiant right now. Especially when you have a Naga who's really dependent on that.
Yeah, they're probably feeling very poor, and venturing out is tough because of the Nyx.
Yeah, definitely.
At some point, Tinker will have travel 2s, and then the Nyx becomes a walking Tinker, invisible Tinker.
Well, you know what's going to be really scary is eventually, like you're saying, those travel 2s with. Like, if you don't get taken down by the Dagon coming out from the Nyx and all of his spells, then the Tinker's just gonna be like, hey, I'm here to the party. And he's just gonna clean up what the Nyx started here. I do like the Tinker ward over here on the side. I think that's very, very smart. I feel like they can't... Like, they're getting picked off a lot. And at the same time, though, I don't feel like they can teamfight as 5? Does that make sense? Like, they're in a very tough position over on the side of Spud Squad.
They need to get pickoffs, but it's hard because they're losing the vision game. Because they can't just push a tower.
He's going for that stun, but immediately Laser's just going to clean up, and now Enigma's going to get taken down as well. They're still giving chase over onto this Svenna's. Ooh, feels bad.
The early
Crystal Maiden, she's got that root. She's going to go for just the full-on ultimate right on the Sven. Oh,
she's very good at coming in towards the end of the fight and ulting. Now the Silencer has quite a few int stacks stolen.
Yeah, what do you even do at Spud Squad at this point? Because I don't think this Naga is going to be able to hold them off.
I think definitely they have to stop giving up kills, and then as long as they can hold high ground, eventually the Naga will catch up. Even if the Tinker and Anti-Mage get 6 slotted, the Naga will catch up to that.
But they're getting starved here, that's the problem. If they just stay in their base, because they really, you know, like we're saying, they're not winning the vision game right now. It's very difficult because you've got this Nyx assassin who's constantly, you know, crawling around looking for them. And unfortunately,
it's a hard game.
So much burst damage. So I really feel like they need to go as 5 or just stick together, but at the same time, they can't really take a team fight. This Tinker Ags is just destroying them. Looks like we're almost got a BKB up and running on Sven, though, this time, and I think that's really, really important here. But he's very, very poor. He's actually the 4th in net worth right now. He hasn't even broken 1,000 gold net worth.
Yeah. He's 4th, but 4th with like a steep cliff in front of him.
Crystal Maiden running forward, thinking that maybe they might be in Roche, but Naga just, peace out, Cub Scout. Just taking a casual jog through the The dire tier 2s over here. Should run into immediately this Tinker. A little bit scary here for Bearham. Of course, he does have his Boots of Travel. He's got Song of the Siren if necessary. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. He's just taking a bath on this march and trying to get these creeps. Just like, hey, it's Mage, what up? I'm just gonna, you know, singing the song with my people and peace out. So I'm just gonna make some space here.
Yeah, and this is what she needs to do. She needs to make it enforced movement so that her team doesn't feed. And it's going to be a hard game, but if they can prevent feed for another 15-20 minutes or so, then maybe they can start taking a fight or two again. Sven's got to hold his blink, and he's got to stop blinking on the Nyx, and he's got to find out where the Tinker is and blink on the Tinker.
Well, I mean, if he can get this BKB up and running, I think they're going to be in pretty decent shape. I mean, Alpha Wolf, he's got the Manta. He's got a Basher, too, though, now. Oh, my goodness. That is a little bit scary now, actually. I didn't think they had as much physical damage. I didn't see he had picked up that Basher. BKB's definitely going to help this Fen, but I don't think it's going to be enough right now. He's so far behind.
Yeah, and Naga's been nerfed so much. Like, the Radiance Illusions got nerfed, and all sorts of illusion stuff. Dead. Wow.
Yeah, without that threat of Enigma, I think they can just go high ground here, honestly. They don't need to wait for an Aegis or anything.
Yeah, I think so too. They don't hit towers too well. Not without Anti-Mage anyway. But Anti-Mage is cutting waves.
Yeah, so he's making his way over. Good. He actually just jumps in immediately over onto Snowman here, pops the Manta, trying to just put out a lot of damage to force them off. They should be able to take this tower, especially, although Enigma's going to be up in about 9 seconds. They need to be very, very careful. Nyx maybe just a little bit too far forward here. He's going to get Force Staff forward. We'll be able, oh, they throw out the ultimate. They need to Delta Split here. Looks like it's only going to connect over onto that Anti-Mage. Nice blink and mobility forward. I think they're just going to, ooh, that was so close! Those Naga illusions almost got him. Now they do have the silencer over here. They're trying to grab as many people as possible. They do grab Tinker as well. Turning around, they've got the blink on the Enigma. He could go forward here, but it's going to get canceled out. They're looking for that black hole. There's the BKB coming out here from Scar. He's going to try to give chase. It should be able to get the kill over onto Dr. Santa Claus here. And the rest of the team, I think, is just going to run themselves out. There's no reason to stick around right now. BKB down. They only got 1 kill.
Weirdly, 1 kill is very, very good for them. Because they are...
Well, especially if it went on to the Sven. Sven really needs that.
Yeah. Because I think at this point you would expect the fight to not go in their favor.
Yeah.
So
I like this move, going immediately into Rosh. I think that's really, really smart. You've got the Naga nearby. She's going to have a song ready very, very shortly. They need... Okay, they do have the sentry over here. They do see Cloud Kicker. That's going to be a nice cleanup kill for them. And now they can definitely take this Roche. Although with Tinker just spamming rockets, that's actually really, really scary for them. A bit of March coming in as well. Sven's going to drop scary low here. I don't think he can do this.
Yeah.
I think he needs to leave.
I don't think so either.
This is... Oh, man. Tinker just blinks in there with those... Oh. Looks like they're going to be able to do it, though. They got it.
Wow.
I'm color me surprised here. I did not think that...
Tinker too cautious.
Yeah.
He had it if he wanted it.
BKB getting worked on by the Enigma as well. Poor Lich and Vengeful Spirit are just so poor this game. Venge actually had opted to go for treads too. Dreaming of becoming a core.
The Venge pick is it's a little... It doesn't seem to make too much sense. Usually it's kind of a minus armor hero where you pick it with like other minus armor heroes, TA, PA,
She's
Weaver,
looking at transitioning into a full core here. She just put a Hurricane Pike in her inventory.
Oh, that's not bad.
I think they could use a little more physical damage, honestly, but that's like, where is she gonna find the farm for that? You know?
I guess the question is, yeah, so I think we come back to the point where you can't deal with the Anti-Mage and the Tinker very easily at the same time. So if they build full catch to actually get the Tinker, then they don't have the physical DPS to kill the Anti-Mage.
Or even maybe picking up a Yules or something like that might be good, just to be able to throw someone up into the air so they can't be throwing out spells or, like, You know, hitting people, that might be an option as well.
Yeah,
At
so
this point in
definitely some
time, I don't know.
control. Speed and control definitely helps for the Yules, yeah. Game is paused.
Game is paused. Yeah, they're not really supposed to be doing that much all chat though. They can say, you know, oh well, he has internet problems, but we try to keep it minimal
Now
here in Echo League.
Now I can think about whether to steal this AM Tinker strat.
I'm sure somewhere in my Twitch chat, your team is like, no, please. And there's gonna be one person who's like, as long as it's not Pugna.
Is there enough farm on the map to put a coddle in there?
I don't know about that. I mean, you won't know until you try it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Nyx is good, and then maybe a Lion for even more control and mana burn, or mana drain in that instance, to enable Anti-Mage's ult.
I mean, Naga's getting close to Octarine. Oh man, I'm just envisioning this being a 90-minute game with Naga. Because I mean, she's doing well enough. They haven't really put a lot of pressure on the Naga herself. They've been putting all the pressure on poor Sven here. He does have the BKB though. He does have the Aegis. They could try to go for some sort of a pick off. If they could grab the Tinker, that would probably be the most ideal. But
yeah, Tinker. It's gonna be hard. He only has 1 death. Well, I guess they only have 10 kills.
And he's got the Lincolns. I just realized he has
much.
Lincolns.
Wow.
Yeah, so that Stormhammer is not going to connect unless they throw out like a net first or something like that.
So Sven has to get like Atos or first half or something to pop it. Oh, you know what might be okay is
Hurricane Pike?
Or not Hurricane, but Orchid.
Force Staff, Orchid. I mean, Enigma
Orchid
could pop it with his Malefice.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
It's a weird game. Abyssal
Definitely a
completed now
strange
over
strat.
onto the Anti-Mage. So that's
Like
gonna be
who
scary
picks
for
Naga
Sven.
first phase? Naga mid
Spud's
first phase.
Revenge does. I like it. They never see it coming, right? Poor Sven, this Naga just casually walking through, taking all of his last hits with her Radiance. Oh, poor Spud. He's had such a rough game too, and now of course Vengeful Spirit is trying to transition into a core too. It's just all the farm is disappearing, and I feel like Snowman's Spidey sense has got to be tingling right now because this Nyx has a total thing for Vengeful Spirit. Like Skywrath Mage better watch out because this Nyx is coming for his girl.
Well, yeah, he decided better of it.
I think with the Naga nearby, and that when he realized that was the real Naga.
Yeah,
He changed
there's too
his
many
mind.
in the area.
This is gonna sound crazy, but I feel like Naga is so much speedier looking when she's on the underwater map terrain.
Oh, I haven't even seen it. I don't have it yet.
I
It
think
looks
I'm
super
probably
cool,
just imagining it, but she looks like so much more like zoom going on here. Needs to be really, really careful though. There is the Tinker standing nearby. He's going to be able to kind of pull down her illusions pretty fast here. Yeah, the Dagon coming out, taking it down too. We'll be able to clear out the wave though pretty quickly, so.
Wow, even the mana burn does a lot of damage to those illusions. Seems like.
Oh man, if I was Scar, I'd be so afraid right now. Like, if I don't know where the rest of the team is and they just love jumping on me. Ooh.
Scar is a confident player. He's not afraid of getting picked off. For better or for worse.
He's definitely an aggressive player.
They have vision of him now. Yeah, both teams seem happy to farm at this point.
I mean, Tinker's gonna have a Bloodstone soon. He's got a Lincoln's, he's got an Aether. Kind of interesting choices here.
Yeah, it's tough because when you have a Naga game, even if your team is feeding, you want the Naga to be kind of ahead of everyone, and right now she's behind the Tinker and not that far ahead of the Anti-Mage.
Can you imagine how many Bloodstone charges this Tinker would have if he had picked up this Bloodstone earlier?
Oh my.
Yeah, it'd be
around
actually
30?
absolutely ridiculous. The Aegis actually just went down on Scar, and Cloud Kicker is definitely going to be able to notice that. Oh no! Scar, he's got to realize something's coming up here. Although they cancel out, he's going to miss the stun.
Oh, he missed the stun.
And he's going to be feeling
He's gotta get
really
out,
good about that. But now, Sven running out here. He does have that BKB, but they've got an Abyssal. They use the Abyssal over on him. There's no mana left at all over on this poor Sven. Uses the Mana Void as well, blinking forward. There's just no escape for this Sven. He's going to get taken down yet again.
That's their cue to force buyback, at least.
Yep. I mean, they also have the double damage over up and running on Anti-Mage as well. Like, that was just a great pick-off coming out here. And I like how Tinker actually canceled, so maybe he felt like... Alright. This is really scary, because they have... Oh, they jump forward immediately onto the Enigma. Nice spot coming out here. Science comes out. BKB comes out as well. It doesn't even matter. He's going to get taken down. 2 buybacks coming out. They still have the Enigma Black Hole. They're going to go right back in here, but they need to be careful that they're still going to be able to get the hits over here. Meanwhile, Naga looks like she wanted to go forward for a net. They're going to actually miss the stun, back themselves out. Enigma comes forward. He does get the Black Hole. He only gets another couple people, but they get the sleep as well. Turning back around, BKB gets popped out over here onto Scar, and he's going to be able to immediately go ahead, bash him forward. They do get the Tinker chasing back around here. There's a lot of stuff happening on the back end. Crystal Maiden is just netted into place. She's not going anywhere. The HS comes out, though, over onto Scar, and they're just going to kite him. Look at all this mana just leaving away. Alpha Wolf will be able to clean up. Meanwhile, over on the other side, Nyx Assassin's going to go down as well. Although that last glaive flying out here from Santa Claus, he just wants to fight. Trying to man-fight this Naga is actually not the greatest idea, especially because they've got that Radiance Burn, going to be able to just give them the mischance. He's going to get taken down.
What a great fight. That's exactly what they needed. I laughed because I was about to say that Alpha Wolf is going to blink high ground and pick someone off. And then he picked off the Enigma.
I mean, that's definitely the person to jump on with the Abyssal.
Yeah. But the Sven buyback, and then they weren't able to leave fast enough. And it turned into such an amazing fight for Spud, even though they lost to Sven. Now Naga's doing her thing, and there's no Tinker. Although Tinker's
going to be up soon,
Bloodstone.
Yeah. Bloodstone. I mean, did get knocked down to like the 8 charges now, but looks like we're going to be seeing a Butterfly up and running over on the Anti-Mage fairly shortly. Interesting that no one's opted to go for like BKBs or sorry, not BKBs, MKBs or anything, with the Radiance Burn coming off, getting a mischance, and of course, you know, we'll see the Anti-Mage having the Butterfly with a mischance on him as well.
Yeah, it's... I don't... MKB is a hard item to get for Anti-Mage, I think. Feels like there's a lot of items he wants to get.
Well, I mean, the burst damage coming out from Tinker as well should be able to help him out quite a bit, plus the fact that they've also got the laser mischance on top of that.
Yeah. So AM is, what, 4 slotted? He's definitely getting Butterfly, and then his last slot could be BKB, it could be Heart, it could be Aghanims, and then it could be MKB. Or even Satanic at this point.
I don't think he'll need to go Satanic. Oh, we actually see Spud. He's working on an MKB. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is working on it. The problem is keeping him alive for long enough in a lot of these fights. The BKB helps, definitely. If they can get the Aegis as well, I think that'll be good for him once he finishes it up. But Roche not quite up yet.
Both teams want MKBs, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, especially against, you know, with the Tinker throwing out that laser on you, you need an MKB.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to hit you with it. He can hit someone else with it.
That Ag's too good, man.
The early, I'd say the early timing on the Ags, like, really helped Deus Ex snowballs super duper hard. Because they were just completely destroying team fights with the amount of AoE damage coming out from the Tinker.
There's a jump forward here. Anti-Mage, he was looking for that jump over onto the Lich, but isn't going to be able to quite catch him. That Sentry Ward over near the Roche Pit, I think, helped out quite a bit as well, knowing that the Nyx was standing nearby. It's a long Roche timer this time around.
Yeah, so losing that fight, it kind of puts Spud back into it. Naga's
Ooh,
first
the
in net
jump
worth
forward.
again.
Nice silence coming out here. Might be able to get the kill. They actually do take down the Naga Siren. And now Scar, he's actually going to have to go ahead, pop the BKB, trying to run himself back just to disengage. They don't want to fight without the Naga. It looks like there's going to be a stun thrown out here. That's going to cost Vengeful Spirit her life, though.
Wow, Caster's Curse.
Yep, it's a real thing.
So yeah, Naga's down. They'll force another buyback here, I'm sure.
I mean, I think they have to.
But Sven just picks up an MKB, so maybe they can hold with the buyback.
I mean, he's still getting kited very, very badly. This Enigma needs to be so much more careful. Yeah, he's just going to get taken
Wow.
out immediately. There's the BKB. He wants to go back in. He needs to maybe turn himself around. We'll go ahead, use the Shrine. Can he blink himself in time? Can he get it? That's a beautiful setup for the Black Hole. There's a sleepover. There's a Black Hole coming out. To immediately need to cancel out here. Lots of damage coming out from the Tinker. They want to get this kill. Santa Claus in a little bit of trouble. And he's just trying to just hit him down here, but he doesn't have the ability. Naga thrown up into the air. This is really scary. She bought back for this. She's actually down. Only person who's, I don't think any of them have buyback. Oh my gosh, this is definitely a Tower and Rax minimum. Maybe even more.
There it is.
Yep, there's the GG call. Spud's Revenge gets taken down by Deus Ex Machina. And this Solo Light, man, if you are in this group against this team, do your homework on Solo Light because this guy is just out of control.
Wow. What a performance.
Definitely. Saw some really nice team fights coming out here, and again, the tempo, just being controlled by the mid player, just hugely instrumental.
Yeah, I think also Spud's gotta, or the next team to play Deus Ex has to be on point with their counters. Because Spud had last pick both games, and they didn't spend those last picks on ways to deal with just bomb heroes from Deus Ex that ended up winning them the game.
Well, I think the other thing, too, it's really tough in the very beginning of any sort of season when you're going against teams that haven't had games played before, knowing what they like to draft. You're kind of basing all your predictions off of pubs. So as we get further and further into the season, we're going to definitely start seeing people say, like, oh, we can't let them get this hero. They like to pick this. We need to maybe try to counter it and work out strategies that way. But again, the very beginning of the season, so.
Yeah. I thought Spud did well. I think draft hurt them, and if they can shore up a little bit of the feed, then they fight pretty well and can go for it and take games off the stronger teams in their group. So.
Absolutely. All right, well, GG to both
Those are the
teams,
top.
and congratulations to Deus Ex Machina for their victory 2-0 of the series. We'll have more Echo League coming up later on throughout the week, guys, so make sure that you're following here over on the Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/LittleMissMoxie, or on my Twitter at GGMissMoxie. Thank you so much for being my co-caster tonight, MJJ.
That was my pleasure. Thanks, Moxie.
And we'll see you guys around. GG.
Cheers. GG's.